and it's more about your style of functioning. You must have done hundreds of operations in India or in abroad, and many people call you as a more of a solo flyer. So, sir, what makes Ajit Doval different from others?
Well, it is true that I have handled large number of operations because I was posted all my life in that. Actually, very young in my career, I don't know for what reasons, they thought that, well, I can go for the operations, and thereafter I remained in these games till I became the chief. But actually, I have never given it a thought that in any way, whether I am different, I feel that every human being is different. God's each creation is unique. If two fingerprints cannot be same, how can be the two individuals or the personalities be identical? They have got to be different. I may be different too. But maybe the product of my own upbringing, education, experiences of life might have certain anxieties or certain type of peculiarities might have cropped in. And as I get the feedback, you are right. That is generally that people think that I may solo these things and I try to do these things. Well, it is sometimes said in a negative way. Sometimes people tell it in a positive way. But there is one thing. Why I have been more of a solo operator. I think that, well, I can probably know my circumstances. What I can risk, why should I make others risk? Their circumstances, maybe that they will do it by their orders or by this thing like that. But when I do it, it is my belief. Let them do the things that they believe in. So for me, a very strong belief or a commitment in what I am going to do, I know that I will be able to do it. He may be doubtful. And in Sanskrit we say, Shanshayatma Vinashaya. If you are in doubt, you will never succeed. Particularly in operator. So whatever I do, I am never in a doubt. I know I have decided to take this path. I have done my due diligence. I have done the research. I have done the thing. I have prepared myself. I have equipped myself. And thereafter, I will do that. So that may, there are some people that will be fine. That will, they will take it as an order, but their commitment and their belief level is not same. Secondly, I would not like others to take the risks for which totally my creation, my mess. You know, I can a lot of things are talked about, these things, that some books have been written, Mr. Marva has also written about it. That is when we had a lot of these things in Golden Temple. And about 300 terrorists with this thing had gone inside, and then they were committing these things, others, and going inside. And then we had to take this thing, the Operation Black Thunder. At that point of time, well, somebody had to go inside with whatever cover, with whatever identity. And while I was the head of operations, I don't have to be this myself, I could have to. I know that the chances of his survival are very little, particularly when you go for a long period and come and go again and again. So, they told me that, well, sir, we will accompany you. I said, nobody will accompany me. I will become more vulnerable if somebody is with me. There is another thing, in intelligence operations, you are the safest if you are alone. Because nobody can contradict you. Even if you are caught, it is your lies that will pass off. And if you are too smart and intelligent, you will be able to take them around and think, you do not know what the other man has said. Not that he is wrong, but he is different. So they can find the loopholes. But anyway, being solo fighter is one. The other thing that has been which has been talked about me is that there is a lot of surprise in the operations that I take. There is one, this thing in which I had been working is, I never repeat the same thing twice. I have never, I think, I started this racket when I was in my 20s, and now I'm 75. I have never done anything twice. I always liked doing everything differently, as if it's the first thing that I'm doing. Every operation, whether big or small, is the first of my life. So I do it with that spirit of a new child, as he starts it. Because then you do not depend and you do not have any assumptions. If I was lucky last time, what is the guarantee I'll be lucky this time? Validate your assumptions again. This is the task, small. If I have to, just because I made the biryani very good yesterday, there is no guarantee I will do it today as well. I will have to see that today the chicken may be more tender, or it may be more soft, or the rice may be better, it may not be this thing. Everything in life, every second of your life is the first second of the rest of your life. Every day in your life is the first day of the life that is left. Start it like that. So yes, there is this thing, then the speed. And they say that, well, when if I walk very fast, if I speak, I speak very fast. I think that if you can, even if there has been an intelligence leak and your adversary has come to know about it, by the time he analyzes it, by the time he understands it, if you have got a speed, you have got to defeat him by days or by hours or by minutes or seconds. He will get you, but he reached there only a couple of minutes later. You're out from there. So be fast to hit and to quit. So speed is
that is very relevant to what we
don't get into too much of a procrastination and this thing like that. It's a speed. And secrecy, of course, is a part of this profession, but I always believe that you must have the ability, that is, you can articulate, you can mix, you can talk, but you will always be able to, the vital secrets must be kept this thing. So ultimate secrecy, which becomes a life thread over a period of time, that is, you remain a secretive person. So I think that are the things that in which the operational work that I have done, and which I feel that the others feel that there have been a certain amount of what they call is an S4, that there is a surprise, there is a speed, there is a secrecy, and then there is a solo. So it is the thing that